Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing COMM 223 Chapter 10 Place Mix Marketing Channels. So let's start by looking at the legend. So anything already highlighted in yellow is our chapter title or section title. So like here, anything in blue is our heading, so like this. And anything in green is our subheading. So let's begin. So one, supply chains in the value delivery network. So what is the value delivery network? It is the network made up of the company, suppliers, distributors, and ultimately customers who partner with each other to improve the performance of delivery customer value. So it's the company, suppliers, distributors, and customers. So upstream, this is firms supplying raw materials, components, parts, information, finances, and expertise for products/service creation. So downstream, it's wholesalers and retailers and connecting the firm with the customer. So we're connecting the firm with customers. Demand chain, it's a sense and respond view of the market. Planning starts by identifying the needs of customers. So an example of demand chain is fashion retailers sensing and responding to new design in clothing. So this chapter will focus on marketing channels on the downstream side of the value delivery network. This chapter focuses on four major questions. What is the nature of marketing channels and why are marketing channels important? How do marketing channels interact and organize? What problem do companies face in designing and managing marketing channels? And what role do physical distribution and supply chain management play? So what is a channel? Marketing channel is a set of interdependent organizations that help make a product or service available for use or consumption by the consumer or business customer. Product development considerations. When developing or creating new products, they must first consider how the product will fit with intermediaries in the channel. Studying the market and its opportunities is helpful in designing channels and choosing the partners and choosing the right partners. So global marketing challenges. Expanding into different countries requires changes such as renaming the product, cultural differences, language barriers, and regulations, and etc. So these are global marketing challenges. Strategic channel design. Managers must carefully design channels, consider current and future, let me highlight that, current and future market conditions. So how channel partners add value? Producers use intermediaries because they create greater efficiency. So intermediaries create greater efficiency in making goods available to target markets. Intermediaries offer contacts, expertise, or experience, specialization, and scale of operation. Channel members add value by providing major time, place, and possession gaps that separate goods and services from those who would use them. Here are some of the functions. So these are channel members. So information gathering and distribution. Channel partners have access to information the manufacturer might not have. So just remember this. So an example of this is retailers are closer to the final customer because retailers are the ones selling it to the customer. So they have more information than other people like manufacturers. Promotion at point of purchase. National advertising is handled by manufacturers, so local advertising are handled by distributors and retailers. Contact. Well, sales agents can find new customers through contacting them. Matching and arranging. Adapting the product to fit the buyer's needs, so we're matching and arranging to what the buyer wants. Negotiation. Brokers and agents negotiate the price and terms of delivery. Physical distribution. So transportation companies act as a channel member into actually transporting the physical object or purchase. So financing. Finance organizations as partners. Risk taking. risk of handling, transporting, storing the product in the channel, after sales support. So some products require after sales support and servicing. Example, the automobile industry, where after a couple of months you may need to change your tires depending on the seasons or an oil change. So number 2, organization and management of channels. Marketers must select their channel partners, then decide how many channel levels to create. We will look at creating vertical marketing systems. So let me highlight that. Horizontal marketing systems and multi-channel distribution systems, and then changing channel organization. Selecting channel partners. So selecting partners based on years in business. So make sure you guys remember this because there could be a question on the final. So depending on, they might ask you, what are the criteria that we should look at in selecting a partner for our channel distribution? So based on the years in business, the range of products carried, the partner's location, the partner's growth and profit record, and the partner's cooperativeness and reputation. So remember these for when selecting channel partners. So how many channel levels? So a channel level is a layer of intermediaries that perform some work in bringing the product and its ownership closer to the final buyer. So direct marketing channel, a marketing channel that has no intermediary levels. The company sells directly to consumers, so there's no intermediaries at all in a direct marketing channel. So sells directly. Indirect marketing channel is a marketing channel that contains one, I'll put that in blue, one or more intermediary levels. So let's look at the different types of marketing systems. So let's start with vertical marketing systems. Vertical marketing systems is a distribution channel structure where producers, wholesalers, and retailers act as a unified system. One channel member owns the others through contracts and has the power to make them cooperate. So one channel member owns the others. So corporate VMS, which means vertical marketing system, this combines successive stages of production and distribution under a single ownership. Administered VMS is to combine successive stages of production and distribution through power of one of the parties. Contractual VMS is independent firms of production and distribution work together. Franchise organization combines several stages in production and distribution process and control operations from a head office. So in a franchise organization system, you have a franchisor, which is a corporation that owns the rights to the brand and business model. You have a manufacturer-sponsored retailer. A manufacturer licenses dealers to sell its products. So I'll highlight that. Sell its products. Manufacturer-sponsored wholesaler. So wholesaler operates as a distribution intermediary with relationships to the manufacturing company. Service firm sponsored retailer franchisee system. It's the service firm allows independent entrepreneurs, franchisees, to operate using their brand name, business model, and support services. So you can see like anything that's McDonald's, Burger King, those are a franchisee. That people are using their brand name, business model, and support systems to create their own franchise based off of McDonald's. So let's look at horizontal marketing systems. So horizontal marketing systems is an arrangement between two or more companies that operate in the same channel, joined together for new marketing opportunities. Joined together. So an example of this is if you're in Canada, you could see many Tim Hortons setting up at gas stations so commuters fill up gas and get coffee at the same time. So you could see here that Tim Hortons, which is a fast food, we will say, or coffee place, is joining with a gas station to create greater and new marketing opportunities. So make sure you remember this. It may pop up in a question as well as this one. Multi-channel distribution systems, a distribution system in which a single firm sets up two or more marketing channels to reach one or more marketing segments. With each new channel, the company expands its sales and market coverage and gains opportunities. So, changing channel organization, the internet and online businesses have given rise to disintermediation. Disintermediation is the cutting out of marketing channel intermediaries by product or service producers, or the displacement of traditional resellers by radical new types of intermediaries. So, an example of this, of cutting out traditional resellers, is online businesses. So, instead of selling it through in store, we're now cutting that out and just selling it online and then just transporting that to customers. So traditional intermediaries must continue to innovate to avoid being swept aside. So channel innovators that find new ways to add value can displace traditional resellers. And channel innovators could be, like I said before, online businesses. So 3, channel design decisions. So in designing marketing channels, manufacturers struggle between what is ideal and what is practical. Marketing channel design, it's designing effective marketing channels by analyzing customer needs, setting channel objectives, determining types and responsibilities of channel members, and then making decisions about the international distribution channels. So analyzing customer needs. So let's talk about each point. So what we said here is analyzing customer needs, channel objectives, determining channel members, and then the international distribution channel. So analyzing customer needs, marketing channels are part of the overall customer value delivery network. Each channel member and level adds value to the customer. Marketers must ask and answer these questions. So make sure you guys remember these questions. Do consumers want to buy in person from nearby or willing to travel distant locations? So in this way, you could think of it as, if it's far away from the customer, is it worth for them to travel that far? So I believe a good example could be IKEA, where there aren't that many IKEA stores, but people are willing to travel certain distances just to go to IKEA, since it has good quality, cheap, and a good experience when shopping there. So would customers rather buy in person, by phone, or online? Do customers want to deal with an agent or broker or directly? Do consumers prefer range of assortments or prefer specialization? Do customers want add-ons and services? So setting channel objectives, the company should decide best channels to use for each segment to serve. The company wants to minimize the total channel cost of meeting customer service requirements. So minimize the total channel cost. Types and responsibilities of channel members. Companies must carefully identify and choose channel members for effective distribution. Diverse resellers expands the market reach. It can introduce challenges to management, control, and potential conflict. Producers and intermediaries must agree on crucial defining terms, responsibilities, pricing policies, and services. When selecting a channel, a company assesses economic control and adaptability criteria. So international distribution channels. Designing channels for global markets is complex due to unique distribution systems in each country. Some countries have inefficient or lacking distribution systems because they may not be as developed as in other countries, so limiting profitable access to their vast populations. Some delivery channels must use motorbikes instead of cars in Asia because the roads are so compact that the only way that they can deliver stuff is through motorbikes. And that can hinder the profitability, since a motorbike is less big and you can carry less objects. So for channel management decisions, selecting channel members. So identify a potential channel members such as distributors, retailers, or wholesalers. So distributor is the buys from manufacturers and sells them to retailers. Retailers sell goods or services to consumers. Wholesalers buys in bulk from from manufacturers and sells them to retailers, other wholesalers, or business customers. Assessing their capabilities, reputation, alignment with goals. Evaluate the company on coverage, experience, financial stability, ability to add value. So when you guys are doing your paper, or if you ever get a question on your exam, make sure when you explain which distribution you take between this distributor or retailer or wholesaler, you explain you chose them because of their coverage, because of their experience, their financial stability, and their ability to add value. So make sure you use these points when talking about the reason why you chose one of these channel members. So negotiate terms, conditions, and responsibilities is our last point. So managing and motivating channel members. So through training, channel members need to be trained on the product, its features, and how to effectively sell or distribute it. This ensures a consistent and accurate representation of the brand. Providing support. So offering support in terms of marketing materials, promotional campaigns, and technical assistance helps the channel members perform better. So motivation, incentives such as bonuses, discounts, or recognition programs can motivate channel members to achieve sales targets and promote the company's products. So keep these in mind when you're ever asked how you're going to motivate and make sure your channel members are producing effectively and efficiently. So evaluating channel members, so performance metrics, you can establish key performance indicators allowing the company to measure the effectiveness of each channel member. Metrics can include sales volume, customer satisfaction, the adherence to brand guidelines. So the feedback and communication. So regular communication and feedback sessions help in addressing challenges, sharing insights, and fostering a collaborative relationship with channel members. Adjustments and improvement. Based on the evaluation, adjustments can be made to channel strategy. High-performing channel members may be rewarded. Underperforming channel members may require additional support or even be replaced. So make sure that you're always constantly looking at adjustments and ways that channel members can be improved. So public policy and distribution decisions, legal and ethical considerations. Channel management decisions must comply with legal and ethical standards. Legal and ethical standards. This includes adherence to antitrust laws, fair trade practices, and ensuring that channel members operate ethically. Environmental impact. Companies increasingly consider sustainability and environmental impact with the distribution decisions. This may involve choosing eco-friendly packaging and selecting channel partners with commitment to sustainability. So eco-friendly and then commitment to sustainability with your channel partners. Government regulations. So understanding and complying with government regulations related to distribution and channel management is critical to avoiding legal issues and ensuring smooth operations. All right, so that's it for chapter 10. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. If you want to look at the Quizlet or the notes, it'll be in the description below. Thank you.